Just because a door opens doesn't mean God is the one who opened it. Some paths look right. They feel blessed. They even work. But they were built by your strength, your timing, your control. And here's the hard truth most people avoid. You can be successful and still be outside the will of God. So how do you tell the difference? When it's your path, you're in control. You decide, you plan, you push things to happen. But when it's God's path, control starts slipping from your hands. Plans you were sure about begin to slow down. Timelines you set stop cooperating. Doors you depended on quietly close. You're still moving forward, but you're no longer the one steering. That's not punishment. That's realignment. Proverbs 16:9 says, "A man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." God often removes control before he reveals direction because as long as you're in charge, you won't fully trust him. If you've been asking God, why isn't this working anymore? It may be because it's no longer yours to control. Sometimes God removes options you prayed for. That's what confuses people. You asked for the opportunity, you prayed for the door, and then it disappeared. Backup plans fail. Good alternatives vanish. Here's the truth. When you're on God's path, he narrows your choices, not to hurt you, but to focus you. Too many options create divided obedience. Jesus said in Matthew 7:14, "Small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life." God removes alternatives so you can't live halfway. One foot in comfort, one foot in calling. If life feels tight, restricted, or boxed in, God isn't blocking you. He's guiding you. You start feeling convicted where you used to feel comfortable. Things you once ignored now bother you. Habits feel heavy. Entertainment feels empty. Not because you're becoming extreme, but because your spirit has moved ahead of your flesh. John 16:8 says the Spirit convicts us. And that conviction isn't condemnation. It's direction. God doesn't convict what he plans to abandon. He convicts what he plans to use. Your desires begin to change, not forced, not hyped, just different. What you once chased no longer excites you, and what you never wanted keeps pulling on your heart. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." That doesn't mean God gives you whatever you want. It means he places new desires within you. Obedience starts to cost you something. You lose access to certain people. You walk away from benefits. You say no when yes would be easier. Luke 9:23 says, "Whoever wants to follow me must deny themselves." God's path always costs the flesh before it rewards the spirit. But here's the confirmation. You have peace even when nothing is certain. No clear outcome, no guarantees, yet your heart is settled. That peace didn't come from logic, it came from alignment. Colossians 3:15 says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your heart." When it's your path, peace depends on control. When it's God's path, peace exists before the result. And your life starts producing fruit that doesn't point back to you. People change around you, your presence carries weight. Your obedience impacts others. John 15:16 says, "I chose you and appointed you to bear fruit, fruit that lasts." When it's your path, the glory points to you. When it's God's path, the glory points to him. So be honest with yourself. Are you willing to follow God even if it costs you control, comfort, and clarity? If this message spoke to you, don't scroll past it. Type, "Align me" in the comments, not for people, but as a decision before God. And stay connected, because the next step God asks of you won't make sense to everyone, but it will make sense in eternity.